Zool will be going down, and they are trying to contest this. However, they will pull Vala out. I'm not quite sure they can do much more than that.
So, wow, what a steal this might end up being right here.
It will put them about even. Yes, they are 2 seeds ahead now.
There
so
you go.
Whoever takes the majority of this Terror will end up winning. Now, it is totally possible that actually both teams missed Terror on the first round. There are only 180 seeds. So if Blue takes 20 seeds, and this is worst case scenario, right? If Blue takes 20 seeds and Red takes 40, then neither team will get a Terror.
So can Mr. Terror there expire? Can it turn daylight and he expire before they kill him?
In fact, that is actually, you actually must collect all seeds before it turns to night.
Okay.
So this is actually a strategy some teams will abuse. They actually will end up killing Vala here. The Zeratul getting so many picks off. This is actually a strategy that some teams will actually use. They will intentionally leave 1 seed on the map, on their side of the map, to where it will not turn nighttime again when they have a lead. And they will just control the lead using that 1 open seed, knowing the enemy team cannot collect that seed. Now, they will be going for another 45 here. This is actually looking very poor. Diablo is going very low. It's very likely he will die here. He is going to go down, and they will just turn back on the Terror, and it's looking like this will be a Terror for Mad6.
Now, see, I'm not the best Heroes player, but going on a 4v5 right there, I don't think was well advised.
It was kind of a desperate play. They were really looking to not pick up... They were really looking to try to deny as long as they could that Garden Terror, but it looks like they will end up netting it anyways. So when they go ahead and send somebody back, they have a minute from here to go pick it up, and once they pick it up...
So my real question, though, is how does this big old Stitches ride this little bitty horse that he's riding around on?
You know, that is a great question, and they only kind of address that with Cho'Gall, where Cho'Gall carries it on his... Cho'Gall carries his horse on his shoulder.
On his shoulder, yes. I thought that was quite awesome.
Now, they will be taking Siege over in the bot lane. This will be able to create a split while they do grab the Garden Terror. Now, for those of you who do not know,
thanks for the
when
help,
the Garden
Josh,
Terror,
by the way, that was good help there.
When the Garden Terror spawns, all the mercenary camps on the map go away, and the Garden Terror can also, when he plants the potted plant that damages towers, it also damages mercenaries and minions around him. Now, they are looking for a fight in the top lane. This is actually a 3v4. They are trying to take a very good fight here. It looks like Vala will be going actually quite low. They are not roaming up. They are just continuing on the 3v4. Zool trying to get out. It's 3v5 now. However, they are looking for a flank right now. I'm not quite sure they can actually get anything off this. It looks like they might all get out here. That is insane, and we have a free wall going down from the Garden Terror here. They're all quite low. If the Garden Terror actually turns up, then they might actually be able to look for a kill or two here. Nayaka rowing down to the bottom lane. It's looking like he is going to take advantage of this siege and just try to take this outer wall and possibly more. They do have 30 seconds left on this Garden Terror. They are easily going to be able to take this wall, I think, uncontested. Wow. And they might be able to go for quite a bit more. They will be dropping the Polymorph here, and he will be looking for any silence. I think he misses. He got 1 silence off, but they will be going for Vala, and they will get the kill on Vala yet again. Zeratul, again, looking to just get in as many picks as he can from the side, looking for options. Now the Garden Terror is expiring in 3 seconds, so this will be very unfortunate. However, Nayaka will have his burst damage back as soon as he spawns out. He will be able to possibly turn on this. They will get the full Blizzard out onto Diablo, and it will look like he is going down. My apologies on Johanna.
Yeah.
Now, I know Stitches is making it look easy, but his hooks, that's a skill shot, correct?
Yes, it is, and it is actually a bit of a wind-up, and it is very, very obvious when he throws it out. It is not. It is not an easy ability to hit.
So he's making it look like it's automatic though when he throws it.
Right. Something about Jaina that I want to point out is that that is the W, right? The
Blizzard. Yes.
Yeah, Blizzard. Okay, so Jaina's passive is whenever someone is frostbitten, which obviously you hit an ability, 1 frost ability, and then frostbitten. When someone is frostbitten and you hit them with an ability, it does more damage. So Blizzard falls twice, and he's landed the Blizzard twice on someone every time he casts it.
Yes, indeed. Now, also another thing to keep note of: we are almost having a 3-level lead right now. That is insane. If they try to force a fight right now, we did have Ring of Frost chosen on Jaina. If they try to force a fight right now, I don't think that there's no possible way at all. If it's an even fight, and maybe even a 4v5 they could win. With these ultimates right now, they have a 2.5 level gap on them, and there's just no way that if VM picked a fight right now that they would win. So we do see, on the other hand, we will see that Mad6 will be looking to pick a fight. And it's looking like he will get a 3-man VP out that will lead into the Frost chain. There it is, the Frost Nova, or the Frost Ring, coming out, picking up 2 kills. They will be getting Vala and Uther down. They will be looking to just push, and I believe they will fall back onto that Garden Terror later. I don't think it's a high priority for them right now. However, one thing that we discussed earlier, it's very possible that right now they go for a double terror play. So since 180 seeds spawn per map, or per nightfall, you can actually achieve 2 terrors in one nightfall. Now, you cannot use both terrors at once, but you will be able to use them back to back. So as soon as the first one dies, you can pick up a new one in the base.
Wow. Yeah, it's
so that sounds
a very
like
snowball map.
Yeah.
So this is, in fact, the first terror coming in. However, it looks like they will be denied. If they are denied, I believe, just 5 seeds, then they will be denied the entire terror.
It looks like their DPS in this one a little too slow.
Ooh, Vala getting picked out. We actually have a fight going on right here, and they will hook Diablo, and he will be going down. There's no way he can survive that at all. They will be looking to Uther now, Uther with very low mobility, changing on to Johanna now. Johanna caught in a very awkward position. She will be going down as well due to the root from Zool. And I believe now they might just take up this Garden Terror, or they may decide to push with it.
So I'm pretty sure you were right when you said Stitches should have been banned, because these hook plays are just outrageous. He is pulling everybody in.
Over the wall, and it's such an objective like this.
They collapse very well as a team. They are very good at knowing when that hook hits, and they are just so good at capitalizing upon Zyxir's hooks.
Yeah, the synergy for, in this game, at least from my point of view, seems to be well in hand for the red team.
Now we do see the Garden Terror going down to the bottom lane. It looks like he's trying to create a split scenario to where the rest of his team can create a free push in the top lane, and they just cannot react very well to this. So if he does drop off on the way and distract them for a while, then they will be able to get a free top fort for this. Now again, we have maintained the level 10. They have finally gotten level 10, but at the same time, Mad6 has gotten level 13 now.
So, I mean,
we're very unfortunate.
We're now almost to a 4-level lead now.
Yes, it is approaching a 4-level lead. We are at about the 3.5 mark. And with that fort going down and this tower going down, it will hit them level 14 right there. They will be looking for a fight, I'm sure, off of this. They are just so strong. There comes the ulti from Zool, and they will be picking Vala off right here. They will be going for the fort right now. Nayaka trying to get a polymorph off. He might not be able to land one, but I don't think it matters too much. I think they're just going to redirect their focus onto this tower. They will be dropping the plant down. They will be actually catching a hook on Johanna. I'm not quite sure she can actually escape. She will be able to due to the unstoppable based on her shield. Oh, they actually put the Garden Terror on the other side of the wall. Nayaka might be stuck here. He might not actually be able to get out. This might be a free kill on Jaina. He will be able to get out just in time. And they accidentally hook a minion instead, but they will be kiting back, and they actually might turn this. My gosh! What incredible damage coming out. The Divine Shield going off on the wrong target too. The Apocalypse coming out, landing perfectly on 4 members. The VP dropping. This will be time for Blizzard to come back up again, and they might actually be able to get all 3 kills here. They will be able to get 2 going down. Switching back to the turrets now. They are just creating such an incredible lead. That is a full 4-level lead.
So this team synergy seems to be perfect. They have like this group CC, and then the Blizzard comes down, followed up by another Blizzard, and the hooks. I mean,
the Zeratul combo to set up the Void Prison, which creates everybody that steps into it becomes pretty much they are out of the game until 3 seconds later.
Now, can you drop that on them, or do they have to walk into it?
You can drop that on them.
Okay.
It is a short delay.
Similar
it's about
to,
a half-second delay.
Similar to Bard and League of Legends.
Right.
It's just
It's about a half-second delay, but when it hits, everybody becomes.
And I mean,
if you're already
in the first Blizzard where you're slowed, you're not going anywhere to begin with.
Exactly.
So they stack perfect.
So if you time your abilities perfectly, you are capable of hitting a full combo off of them as soon as the Void Prison comes out, and that means they have no time to react. And Nayaka is really good at timing when the Void Prison comes off. Now we will see. Right now, Mad6 has 2 talent tiers ahead of VM. they have both the level 13 talents and the level 16 talents ahead of VM. It is really looking unfortunate for VM right now. They will actually land a hook over the wall, looking for a pick on Johanna. I'm not quite sure she can escape. They will get the root with Zool, and they are looking for a great fight right here. They will be picking out Johanna before the fight even starts. She is so low, but she is surviving. Brightwing also barely surviving. He might actually die to the Phoenix. The Phoenix dropping him very low. Will look like no kills are achieved by either team in this fight. However, I do believe they just caught on Uther. Yes, they did in fact catch Uther with a hook, and even with the Divine Shield, he was not able to survive. They're looking for another pick, and they actually catch Vala. These hooks are incredible. This will also lead into a kill toss. Oh my gosh.
The reach.
Well,
Now, there's no way this is not a double terror. They have 180 seeds on the map, and they only need 110. They get 60 seeds from the small and 60 seeds from one large terror. This is easily a double terror for them.
you know, Jaina denied Kale in the Warcraft universe too, and that's what just happened in this game.
Just making the lore come true.
Do you even think after this game Kel'Thas is going to be able to say this was only a setback? I'm pretty sure this was complete decimation.
Now we will see we're actually doing an interesting strategy here where they actually split up. They contest them separately. However, with the blue team coming in, they are looking to get a flank right here. And they might actually be able to net some kills to try to get something here. Brightwing being stunned out, but I'm not quite sure they can actually do anything. The Void Crescent actually locking down Stitches as well. But it does bring him in time, just enough to stall, just for his team to get there, and they are looking to re-engage now. They will get a hook down on Uther. Uther being killed yet again. The Apocalypse coming down, but I don't think it's quite enough. The Ring of Frost stunning down everyone. Uther and Kel'Thas dead, and it will look like Vala and Diablo are going down too. Johanna might be the only one surviving here.
Stitches will not let anybody
Zeratul looking
leave.
for a double slow on Johanna. It might look like they are actually looking for more with the great hook yet again.
Goodness!
These hooks are incredible.
Are we sure this is a skill shot? I think y'all are pulling my leg. It looks
They sure
automatic
make it point
to
and
me.
click.
Or does he have that much skill?
Now I actually believe, yes, they do in fact.
So tell me
They
this.
are looking to grab a terror
So tell
right
me
now.
this right now. If you're the blue team, I mean, what do you do at this point? I mean, you're getting you're trying to dodge everything you can, and it just doesn't seem like any of these hooks are missing.
Honestly, there's not a whole lot. They kind of have to stay out of the jungle and play just extremely defensively. Yes, extremely defensively.
So
Now, we've already seen that if they do fight in the jungle, they do get picked off by these Stitches hooks. So I think that their best strategy is to actually, and they actually will leave a seed up here. I'm not sure if that's intentional or accidental. That may actually end up working in the favor of blue.
Oh, no,
because
look, he's
okay, there it is.
back to collect.
A terror has bloomed.
So,
I just don't think there's a whole lot they can do. They've seen it in the jungle. Whenever the Stitches catches a hook out, they can't do much. But if they stay in the lane, see, like this right now, this hook doesn't do much at all. And they have actually been able to turn a fight right there. However, they're getting Diablo very low, but the Garden Terror is up. They need to wait for a time, but the Garden Terror is not up. But he is getting double polymorph right here. The Apocalypse hitting 2 people right now. They're looking for a kill. Anything right now. They are hooking Diablo out.
Boy.
They will be dropping the Divine Shield on him to where he will not get rooted down. They're looking for possibly a kill on KT here. He doesn't get polymorph. They are looking for as much damage from him as they can possibly get. They do actually eat him with Stitch's ulti, putting him back in the middle of their team, easily getting this kill right here. I think there's no way he can get out at all. Zeratul looking to drop his VP so that he can easily set up for Nayaka when he comes out. I think he's trying to hold out for as long as he can.
It's okay.
Now they will be dropping Vala as well,
It is
possibly
not
getting a
automatic.
VP. The Garden Terror can be going down very shortly. Both Singularity Bombs missing, but it looks like Uther will be going down too. Oh, and another hook, guaranteeing his death.
All right, so right now, if you're,
It looks like even though the game is not quite over yet, it looks like that blue side is
much
actually
damage
calling
Jaina
good
just
game.
did.
It looks like they believe the game is already over.
So if you're blue,
They are
I mean,
actually
you just
surrendering.
You just gotta brush this one off and just totally regroup.
Now, for those of you who do not know, there's actually not a surrendering feature in Heroes Respawn.
Never give up, never surrender.
So they are just going to end right now because the enemy team does believe that it is over. So BM is just going to give it up to
There's
Mad6.
nothing like a dance in Diablo though to finish the game.
And the Void Prison on his own team and the core to stall the game out. That was a very decisive game. Now we will be going right back into the draft. I'm not sure if we can get cams up right now. We will be setting up a draft again. My gosh, that was just such an insane game.
Yeah, that was very one-sided.
I'm going to go ahead and say now, I think we won't be seeing Stitches next game.
That was 24-3. That was going back to game 1 of their first series, where VM was 1-14 to Mad6. It was just incredibly decisive, and there was just not a whole lot they could do.
Don't worry, I have full confidence that Mad6 will throw the game.
Well, I mean, if you're the other team, I mean, now's the we know we need to ban this time, regroup, maybe get a new strategy involved. Pray to the gods upstairs.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe Garden Terror was just a bad map. Like maybe they hadn't practiced on that map.
Yeah.
Now, I do need to go collaborate with the teams to make sure we have the right map selection and everything going into this draft, so I will be right back.
It's definitely the pirate map, right, that I've been asking for this whole time.
Please no. No. Oh, man. So, with the little experience of Heroes of the Storm that you have, who are your favorite heroes?
So, for me, my favorite heroes, it's some of the easier ones, obviously. Like, I enjoy Arthas. He's rather easy. He's
right.
A little tanky, got the melee. Sonya's another one. She's a really easy one to play with and stuff.
Cool.
So some of those, as far as the range go, I like Sylvanas. I think
Sylvanas is fun. I really enjoy playing Sylvanas.
So I definitely like her. Of course, the Lei Ming, if you could just get snowballing with her, that would be really cool. I've never played with her per se, but
absolutely.
To see her snowball, I mean, does that even work on assists or just kills that everything?
Oh,
like
assists.
Assists also.
So I mean, if you're in a team fight and you're just mowing people down left and right, then you've got your ult.
So the
4
best
to 5
thing
times.
about Lei Ming, right, is that it's not necessarily that you can ult over and over again. Her ult is super powerful.
Or even the flash in and out.
Yeah,
blink
that's
in
it.
and
It's
out.
just teleport in, ult, maybe get an assist, hopefully get a kill, and then just either blink forward, get another kill, or blink out of the fight. It's incredible.
And
Definitely grade A character design from Blizzard Entertainment.
Now,
here.
another one that I do enjoy that I played was the tank that I played was Marden. I don't know how much utility. I mean, how great he really is.
Murden actually is a very strong pick. In a lot of teams, he is what we refer to as a disrupting champion.
Yeah.
So he is really good at getting in the middle of the enemy team's actions, and his ultimate has a quarter-second stun. Now that, every time he hits somebody with an auto attack,
right.
it stuns them for a quarter second. And this may not seem like a lot, but in terms of actions, it screws up a lot of your movement, it screws up a lot of your spell casting, everything like that.
Never mind. Got the nerf back.
Okay, apparently they actually nerfed it. I must have missed that nerf. My apologies. Where it is just health now.
He actually just insta-kills.
So he's not broken.
He did.
But
I
he's still
believe
disruptive. He
he
jumps in
still
the
does
middle.
have
Yeah.
the dual stun on his hammer, where
Right.
there is a talent that lets his hammer pierce through one target and actually hit a second, and it is quite a decent stun. Now, we actually are going back into draft mode, so we will be going right into it. We have, for the first time today, Blackheart's Bay. Now, often we do not see Blackheart's Bay picked because Blackheart's Bay...
Wait, is this my map?
I believe it is.
Thank you, guys. I'm happy to see this.
For the casting team and production, are we able to switch back to draft for me, please?
Guess what? Guess who got banned, guys? You'll never guess it. Wait till it pops up.
There is...
I will give everybody one guess to see what the first ban of this game was. Mr. Automatic Chains. Thresh.
Banned.
That's
we'll
actually
see a
going to be
Zagara
the
ban.
next ban because that's how much they hate being hooked at this point.
BM will be banning out the Stitches, and Mad6 will be banning out the Zagara. And it looks like VM is picking up the Jaina. They might be reverting back to their old ways of that composition with Vala, Jaina, and Diablo again.
We're gonna see
Once again, can we get
the
the
first ban
draft
for the
selection
other team?
screen up on stream?
What was Blue Team's ban?
Blue team's ban was Zagara.
Okay.
Pious Flea on VM is a Zagara main. And on top of that, Zagara is one of the strongest characters
So
in the
do you
game
think we're
right
going
now.
to see that Zeratul combo again on top with that Jaina to combo those ults all over again?
It's unlikely. To my awareness, VM does not play the Zeratul. Mad6 does, but VM does not. They will be picking up Zool and Diablo, denying the Apocalypse Ring of Frost combo from VM. That was a composition they were very comfortable on. They know that VM doesn't run too many tank characters. They know that their most comfortable, for sure, is Diablo. So they do want to go ahead and take that away from them. Now they will be picking up Johanna instead. Do you mind running in the back, one of you, and getting them to switch the screen? So they will be picking up Malfurion, this is actually quite interesting. Usually you do not show your healer this early in the stage. You usually wait till much later to show your healer, as you want to pick the higher priority picks that your tanks and your DPS characters at an earlier
so
stage.
That's why you just want to get what you really need.
You
healers
get
are
the
not.
healers are not as decisively different as the DPS characters are. So, for example, Zool and Li Ming and Greymane are all much stronger than Jaina, Kael'thas, Raynor, etc. But Rhaegar, probably being the strongest healer with Lieutenant Morghulis, aren't on such a level that they are first pick instead of Malfurion or Uther. It's okay if you have one of those lesser healers. And it looks like we do have our draft screen up now, so y'all are able to follow with us.
Yes.
Lieutenant Morghulis being banned out, a consistent ban by Mad6, and the only times we don't see them ban the Morghulis is when they plan on picking it. And every time they've left it open, they have gotten it.
So, and then it seems
the
the
Li
go-to
Ming ban
move for the Li Ming.
Yes, the Li Ming ban is pretty consistent. Every time Nayaka has been on that, especially since he started doing Disintegration Ray, he has just absolutely destroyed the opposing team. Now it's looking like a Greymane hover right here. They actually might pick up, they are going to go to Thrall instead. Thrall is one of their favorites.
No, that's all that to ban the last game, so they decided Stitches.
Yes,
instead of
they
Thrall
decided
this time.
Stitches is stronger than Thrall, and I probably agree with that. Now, it is a very interesting choice if they do pick Greymane here. I do not think it is incorrect, actually, but Kael'thas will be the pick instead. It would have been interesting if they did Greymane because they would not have had a lot of sustained or range damage. They would have had 3 melee characters and kind of 3.5 with how Greymane works because he transforms between melee and ranged. Instead, they are going to end up picking the Kael'thas because they do want to have that ranged burst damage out. Interesting, though, considering how much burst damage they had already, I would have expected something like a Raynor or a Vala that brings out a lot of damage over time. They will be picking up on BM side Johanna, the Ultra Tank, especially when combined with Malfurion. Jaina is especially good with Malfurion due to the mana regen, and Johanna is good due to the heal over time. So Malfurion synergizes with both those characters very well. And when you also take into account Johanna's pull, she pulls them into the center of her. So you can combine Johanna's pull with Jaina's Blizzard combo, netting a lot of people to soak that Blizzard damage. Now, VM will be picking up for the final pick. They will be picking up Nazebo. This is, again, another comfort pick that we often see them go back to often. Brightwing being picked up, again, by Mad6. I think we've only seen their healer run 2 healers, Morghulis and Brightwing.
Yeah.
And I did talk to them backstage about it. I was curious on their opinions about why they're doing that. And it looks like we will be setting up, they do need to be setting up the lobby. So in the meantime, while they set up the lobby, we're going to be talking about the draft a bit. But Brightwing, they pick every time because they believe that polymorph is just such a benefit to the team.
Right.
They think the polymorph is just too overpowering on the enemy team. It allows them to put somebody out of the fight for 2 seconds. That just like they are no longer allowed to do anything for 2 seconds. And that can be the tank so that you can get to the back line, or it can be the back line so that you can worry about the tank. Or it can be the healer so that the healer can't even save anybody.
So with the Nazebo, are we looking to like trap them in with the ring and then drop that blizzard on top of them so they can get the wall of zombies?
I'm sorry?
Is that going to be the plan with Nazebo? Is to get that ring around as many people?
Yes, that is actually a very deadly combo.
Right on top of them, and they have nowhere to go at
That
that
is
stage.
a very deadly combo. If they do end up getting the Nazebo wall down, then it often leads to a guaranteed kill. Now, you can kill a lot of people in the lower divisions of play, do not know this, but you can actually kill the walls from the zombie. So you can just cast the spell and then just walk out casually. But if they do not do that, or if they have already cast everything and are caught out or low on mana or something, if they get caught in that zombie wall, it's almost a guaranteed kill for Jaina. I mean, she doesn't even have to try. She just has to move her cursor to one location and hit that keyboard, like roll her face all over it, and they're just gone.
Well, there you go, right there. That's how I play. I just roll my face across the keyboard too and hope for the best.
Now we'll be going right into it. Nayaka, I believe, will be the one leading up on Kael'thas. Indeed he is. I actually talked to Nayaka in the back. It appears we have a very similar playstyle and a very similar champion pool. We actually, quite similar players overall. We do main the assassin role, and his favorites are actually Jaina, Falstad, and KT, which happen to be my favorites. And we both do play Li Ming because Li Ming is the best character.
Now, like Hayden was asking me, what I typically play, I usually play the tankier character, so when I make a mistake or get caught out of position, I'm not dead instantly.
Yes.
I can actually recover.
Now, we will be looking, we do, again, on blue side for VM, we have Mizibo, we have Johanna, Malfurion, Jaina, and Falstad, and meanwhile on red side for Mad6, we have Kael'thas, Brightwing, Zool, Thrall, and Diablo. Now, usually the setups that happen here that we most often see, there are two setups that you can do. There's a 2-2-1 setup where you throw 2 people in the top lane, 2 people in the mid lane, and 1 person in the bottom lane. And then there's the other setup, which is the 0-4-1 setup, where you initially, for the first few stages of the game, you have nobody in the top lane, you have 1 person in the bottom lane, and you have 4 people in the middle lane because the objective spawns relatively early in the game in the middle lane. So they just want to rush that and get a free objective off. You'll see quite a few times teams will do that. Now they will be probably rushing to go ahead and grab this first watchtower here. This is actually an extremely important objective early in the game.
Yeah, it seems like everybody is...
Yes, they do want it, and it will be going over to Mad6.
Right.
Now, meanwhile, in the bottom lane, we do actually see the lane setup is Brightwing. And Brightwing is versus Mizibo. Brightwing will be teleporting in, and they're actually doing... They are still doing the 4-1 with actually rotating Zool to the bot lane. However, Falstad is choosing to stay top lane instead of staying for this objective. Now, when it spawns in, I believe, 5 seconds, then they will not be able to get this objective. They will have to delay. I believe maybe it actually spawns in a minute. I may be incorrect on that. But when it does spawn, 50 seconds. So they will be able to just get this chest for free now because Falstad is stuck in the top lane. He will fly down, but I'm not quite sure that I think they needed the positioning more than they needed the immediate pressure of top lane. Now they will just be kiting back. Diablo is going low, but I don't think they can really do anything about it. Meanwhile, they are fighting out in the bottom lane, trying to get as many kills, as many coins as they can. And all of the coins will be going over to Zool. This is 10-0 coins for red already. It looks like they are already trying to fight and trying to turn in that quickly. That's incredible. We almost never see that. Now, they did get the root down on Johanna, but she does cleanse herself out of it. They are looking to possibly get a kill on their front lane right now. However, Zool's going very low. They might actually be able to pick up Johanna right here. They will be able to stun her and take her down. They are looking next for Malfurion or for Mizibo. They will be polymorphing Mizibo. Zool looking around for possibly Jaina. Jaina going a bit too far forward and will be going down. And I believe this is a guaranteed turn in. I'm not quite sure they can really stop this at all. And usually, I hate to say it, but usually the first turn in of the game is the last turn in of the game in a way. It's the game deciding turn in. That's one of the reasons a lot of professional teams don't do Blackhearts, because they know whoever gets the first turn in will almost always win the game.
So, and like we didn't really explain, we never got a true explanation for the map, but obviously the object is to collect these chests, get these coins out of them, and then bring these coins to the pirate, so that he can then activate these cannons after you collect 10 and pretty much start decimating your base.
Yes, and it does choose. I believe it does middle. It actually does middle first, and then it does the second. It does the highest health from there. So whatever has the highest health of whatever other lane, it will start attacking that next. So next time if they turn in, it actually will not attack this because this fort has less health than both
Right.
the bottom and top forts right now.
Now, but also what I'm also seeing here is now it looks like their overall coins they need has gone up by 2 to 12 from 10. So
Yes, every time it does go up by 2. However, the mass snowball you receive from destroying those forts with the coins is just so insane that usually they cannot contest. I mean, you already see right here, just from that first turn-in, they already have an entire level lead. However, they are going for a 2v5 in the bottom lane. Zool is just running away. I think he might be able to get away. However, Tweet missing some of the abilities. He still won't be able to get out. Will Brightwing be going back in? He is getting very low. They will be looking for Tweet right now. They actually end up killing Falstad, and it looks like Jaina will be going down to the DOT also. Kael'thas looking for blood right now. Getting that bomb off onto Soulpunk's Nazebo. They might be looking for even more. I'm not quite sure yet. It looks like Diablo will be looking for Nazebo right here, and he will be trying to stun him out. He will actually get him down, and Nazebo will be going down here. There's no doubt. Oh, but the heal coming out just in time from Valkyrie, not quite enough.
So even what I'm noticing here with the Mad Cats, where they caught the two out of position there at the bottom, the team rallied so fast around and was able to turn that fight right back around on
Yes. They are a very well-coordinated team, and they react to each other's calls and like signals for distress very quickly. So they are able to, you know, they're really on that high level of synchronization where they can just react to each other very fast.
Because I really thought the blue team right there was going to grab that double kill. Only ended up getting one and then ended up losing 3 in the process.
Exactly. It's insane. Their coordination is really quite incredible. While the individual players' skill levels might not be that of a professional team's, their coordination does seem to be approaching that level. However, they are also going for Nazebo yet again. Nazebo is looking for a chest, but got a bit too greedy and ends up going down for it. They will be starting a fight yet again. They know Brightwing is in the bottom lane, but Brightwing does have the cross-map phase shift, and he is looking instead to just get this full chest right now. That is another 10 coins going over, and we will see there is a total of, I believe, 10 coins. Yes, there are 10 coins in favor of Mad6 right now. And if they get this turn in again, then they will be able to completely snowball this match. And they are looking for yet another fight. If they can get Falstad and Jaina down, then really they have no way of continuing the fight. They just have no other way to stop them. Joanna will be trying to stop them. They barely, at the very end, can't stop Brightwing from turning in. Diablo looking to pick up a kill here. Nice flame strike from KT. Getting great poke down. Meanwhile, in the top lane, we are getting a push against Mad6 and a push against VM in the middle lane. Now, I'm actually quite interested. VM doesn't just go and finish this keep right here. Sorry, this fort right here. If they were to just finish the fort right then they would get a very large amount of map pressure out because they can just roam freely throughout the middle lane to the points that they want onto the map. We will see... They are just trying to get that last coin to turn in, and they do end up getting the last coin to turn in. I believe it will focus the bottom lane first. It's possible it will do the top lane instead, though. Oh, right. It actually will finish the mid lane first, and then it goes to the second health. So
you're about to see the
it will go to the
levels
top
get
lane.
even further away from each other now after
Yes,
this.
we are, and it's very likely that we will actually see level 10 being hit off of this turn-in. And so that will be another 2.5 level lead. And that will be just barely not level 10, but they will hit it off the minions. And they also have another wave of cannon fire going onto the bottom lane, clearing out that wall for free and the fountain.
And the problem
Oh, but it will focus the tower instead, actually.
And the problem with this map I'm seeing is there's no chance for you to turtle in your base because these chests are just going to respawn.
Exactly.
And they'll be able to pick them up, turn them back in, and then
Yes.
back on their way with it all over again.
And a lot of people don't know this, but the camps, the mercenary camps, actually grant 2 points upon the kill. Also, they are looking for a kill right now with their ultimates. Apocalypse coming out. They will be landing a 3-man stun, I believe. Looking for mini kills right here. They actually have Jaina and Malfurion and Johanna about to be down. Nazebo just barely escaping. However, this is another turn-in. This is the third turn-in already for Mad6.
I'm pretty sure I just saw Kael'thas do over 60% to Jaina with one move. And
The double
annihilate her.
bomb,
Yeah.
he can activate his chain bomb ability twice, and that or fission bomb ability twice, and that will just completely decimate somebody's health bar.
Golly.
Now, again, they just turn in these last 2 coins, and they do have another turn in, and that will be all 3 forts are down, and they will be approaching keeps now. Now they do have that third turn coming in, and you'll see, as I stated at the beginning, when I said about how it's just very hard to recover from this map, you'll see VM hasn't had a single turn in.
Right. So
And
you're looking at
Mad6
36
is going
coins
towards
to-
their 4th.
Yeah, 36 coins to practically 8 at this stage of the game.
They're already going for this middle keep right here. They are going to be able to take out the wall with ease due to this cannon. And we will see in bot lane they will be taking up the bruiser camps to start splitting off against the siege camp, trying to delay. They will be getting just so much damage out on their base right now. And here's the thing. It is at 8.5 minutes, and BM still does not have ultimate abilities.
Oh my
So
gosh.
it with Mad6 right now, now having the level 13 talents and their ultimate abilities up, it's not like VM's only chance to fight would be when all of Mad6's ultimates are down and they just hit level 10. But it's very unlikely that Mad6 ever allows that situation to happen. Because they know the situations in which they lose. They know they at this point, Mad6 is no longer talking about their win conditions. Mad6 is talking about their lose conditions and what they need to do to avoid that.
So at this point, is VM just trying to? Are they just trying to stay together? Maybe catch a couple people out of position.
They need to land now. Right now is where their power spike kind of hits. They do have the Blessed Shield into Ring of Frost into Hinterland Blast, all combined together. That does end up doing a lot of damage. It is very possible if they land the combo properly that they will end up getting 4 kills out of just the one combo. If they can catch a lot of coins out on that, they might get 2 back-to-back turn-ins. However, the phase shift is coming in. They're going to be just doing the 5v5. Apocalypse will be coming in shortly. There is the combo, but it is just not enough. Zool is even surviving. They were able to take out everybody there. They did get Brightwing, however, Malfurion, Johanna, and Jaina will all be going down. And it looks like also up here, Falstad will be going down, and possibly Nazeebo too. However, it looks like Thrall will be dying to Nazeebo. Oh, and just barely gets that heal off and does not.
No.
Johanna does barely escape.
So it looks like even though VM got off, it looked like it was a great ult combo for him. And just the
Even
game
if
was just,
they're just at this point, they're too far behind.
yeah, it just looked like they had almost enough, but just not quite enough to get anybody.
And now we'll be seeing, if you look right now, they have 16 coins to turn in. That's the amount that they need for the entire turn in, but they already have 7 turned in. So they already have another, I believe, 7 going to their next turn in. This will be, in fact, the 4th turn in for Mad6, and again, VM not having a single turn in. Again, this is why you'll often see that this map is banned in high levels of competitive play, because in high levels of competitive play, they recognize the snowball and the fact that the map can often be a coin flip, and you can just sometimes lose because of an unlucky play or one mistake. One mistake will lose you the entire game on this map.
right.
Now at this point, they will. At this point, Mad6 at any point in time that they want to, they can just head over to the boss whenever they want and just force the boss, and they just VM cannot really contest it at all. And VM not really sure what to do right now, but I believe that Mad6 knows exactly what they want to do. They already have this boss down to half health, and they are just going to go straight down the lane with it. I'm pretty sure they might set up a split, but I don't think there's any reason for them to. They will, in fact, be rushing down with the boss down the top lane. They are looking for a pick right now. If this lift hits, barely short. And now another thing is, Kael'thas actually picks up Pyroblast this game instead of Phoenix. Oh, Zool is just barely out of that range. Ring of Frost landing. Not on quite anybody. The Pyroblast will be going down on Malfurion. He will be nuking him immediately. Nazeebo going very low, and Johanna stuck without much to do at all. Zool might escape here, actually. Falstad going very low. Oh my gosh, and Zool somehow escapes. That is a 4 for 0 yet again. And with the boss going down the lane, this might actually be a keep and possibly the game.
I think that's going to be off the road, and it's under 15 minutes.
even if they are not able to secure this game right here, which I think it actually might be risky, and it's actually very possible that they throw by overcommitting here. But even if they do not, they have almost another turn-in available. They are going straight to the game, and it will be looking like this is it. This will be the game. A 2-0 series in grand finals going in favor of Mad6. Congratulations to the winners of CyPhaCon 2016's Heroes of the Storm Championship, Mad6.
Wow, what a performance. What a dominant performance put on right there.
To the red team.
I don't even know what to say to that.
I'm not quite sure either.
That was start to finish, just looked pretty flawless to me.
They did fix all of the mistakes that they did show in earlier sets.
Even
They did go ahead to just push through.
VM took
17-2. The first game was, I believe, 22-3
Yeah.
or 24-3. These games are just so dominant. They just know what they're doing.
Even VM took their two best what they thought were their two best characters out of their hands, and it still
Yes, it just didn't matter.
Didn't matter.
Now we do have over here, we do have the teams are both shaking hands, declaring good game. I believe we will be getting a trophy over to Mad6 in just one moment. If we have a moment to go over to break before we lead into that trophy shot. Do we have a production team on right now? Or are they roaming? We might just have to fill with talk.
Yes, definitely. I don't know where Clayton or anybody else is at this time. So, but definitely a great day today. Looks like everybody had a lot of fun. A lot of great games.
I'm surprised, honestly, that we did end up clearing this whole tournament out in one day. That's very impressive.
There's John. He's saying it's time to wrap it up, shut it down. So it's been real. It's been fun.
Thank you very much for watching. Again, congratulations to Mad6 for winning the 2016 CyPhaCon Here's the Storm Championship. We really appreciate it to all the teams that came and to all the viewers that are watching, along with the fans out here in the crowd. Thank you so much for supporting us.